What's up, people? Today we are gonna fly this beautiful airplane, fly a customer down to, well, I'll let them tell you. And what we're doing is we're trying to search for our first $1 million. The sensitivity is crazy too. Sorry, I'll figure that out. Um, yeah. Okay, they're not gonna tell you after all, I guess. Until we start getting on the radio comms. So let's do it.
Any chance we could speed up the flight, Captain? I've got an important thing in Houston waiting for me. Thanks, appreciate it. Bluebird 1 Bravo Alpha Lima Tree 411 is cleared to Ellington Airport as filed. Runway 18 right. Climb and maintain 7,000. Departure frequency is 127.8. Squawk 2665.
You know, I think we're just over 500K right now in our bank account. And we are searching for 1 million. Actually, we're trying to get to, what is it, 3 million. So we can buy a larger cargo airplane and get that going a little bit better.
Readback correct. Contact ground on 121.8. Good day. Good morning, pilot. You guest today is Miss Flanagan, who's on the go to Houston. She's a very faithful client taking a breakaway. Please give her your warmest welcome on behalf of the company. Have a great flight.
Well, there you go. We're going to Houston. Houston and Austin. Two of my favorite places to go. But our goal, my goal, like I said, bigger cargo plane and an airliner. So, let's see where this gets us. There we go, we're finally moving. Cool beans, cool beans. I think that's the same plane sitting right next to us over there to the right. It was in black though. That's nice. Wish I could get a paint job like that for this. There we go. Couldn't talk over myself talking to the passenger. But, yeah. Going to H-Town. There's that black plane right there. That is nice. That's sharp looking. I like it. Wish I could get my plane painted like that. We're just cruising along here, trying not to break any rules, trying not to make the passenger or the boss mad. even though I am the owner of this company, the CEO. So I don't know who's grading me. Perhaps maybe the airports. Who knows? But yeah. We're on our merry way over here to the runway. Hopefully it goes off without a hitch. Hopefully we can take off and not screw something up. And knock this bad boy out of the park. We need this money. So it's a good thing our passenger can't hear me either right now. But yeah, another flight to H-Town. Another $100,000 or so in the bank. We've got to be extra careful though, my goodness. Do we ever? Because I do not want anything bad to happen to this plane. Yeah, the reason I'm going for the extra cargo plane is because we need medium-sized cargo. Working on selling the Cessna for the light cargo, moving up to heavier cargo, and then we're gonna work on the certification for the super heavy cargo, whatever that mess is called. I guess that's just heavy cargo. But we got the light, we got the medium. We're looking to fly the Beluga. So we gotta pay a little bit more attention to the medium cargo so we can get the larger cargo. And I'm not gonna fly somebody else's plane. I want to fly mine. So that is what we're set out to do. We are set out to get a medium-sized plane right now so we can work our way up, like I said about 3 times now. And then we're gonna get an airliner, and then I might see what other businesses I can own, because I think I have room in, well, in the business payroll for one more. So we got somebody flying our skydiving. We got somebody flying our light cargo right now. We got somebody flying our photo tours and scenic tours, or whatever you call those things, the first rides and the photo tours. We got somebody flying those. We don't have anybody flying the VIP, and we don't have anybody flying the airliner right now. Matter of fact, we don't even have an airline plane. So we need to work a little bit harder so we can earn a little bit more money, get medium and heavy cargo down pat, so that we can get the airliner. I am ecstatic about it. I'm very about it. I'm very excited about this because, well, it gives us something to work for. And I may go back into the helicopter stuff. I may not. I don't know. I did go off and take those tests on my own, though. I believe the very first one might have made it to 2J Media, but the second one did not. That was by design, because I wanted to learn how to pass that and fly it on my own. And I feel like I did an okay job. But now we have the Hook and Scoop endorsement, so we need to take. And I don't know if I can have the UH-1 as a medevac helicopter without it. That's got me curious. So now I'm going to have to go do those for sure. There we go. Gotta go to the hold short. 18, right? Are we there? Yeah, we're there. Okay. Hit the radio. Got the zoomed in view a little bit so I can see the gauges and all that stuff a little bit better. I still like the outside view because it's easier to see for me. With the gauges on the screen. I know it ruins the immersion. So does me talking over my guy. At least for me it does. But, we'll probably fly like this. Some in this flight. This flight took every bit of an hour. But it will be shortened up. And we are rolling. Look at this. 18 right. Am I going the right way? It looks like it. Okay. Take this bird up into the air. And fly to H-Town. Been there several times via this airplane. Looking forward to going back. This time to put for your viewing pleasure. There we go. Okay. So we're going to start this by going slightly to the left. Oop. There we go. So Houston, Austin, pretty much anything central and southern Texas is where I like to fly. I've flown to Florida. I've flown to Louisiana, I believe. But I like to stay as close to home as I possibly can. Flying to Dallas is pretty fun too. Very short flights. And that's what I care about. My time being used. Well, not used, but maximized. And to give you the best flight that I possibly can. Which, again, I know the outside view probably ruins it for you. But it's easier for me. Well, I mean, sometimes it's easier for me. If there's bad weather, definitely easier for me because I can see what's going on around me. This is just straight up blue sky though. I like it. Welcome to Central-ish Texas. More like Southern Central, I guess. I don't friggin' know. But yeah. We are rocking this thing. And I can remember it being what's the word? Afraid of this plane when I took the certification for it. And then I was kind of scared to own one. I own one. I think I've messed up the landing gear on it twice. Oh. Okay, no, I thought I did something wrong. I didn't. Okay, I think we're done with the radio chatter for now. But yeah, this is the flight. Just slightly too far up in the air, I think. So we gotta level her out. There we go. Looking good. Sorry for being quiet. Already made the passenger mad a couple times at this point. We're just trying to get down to the more respectable altitude.
Bluebird 1 Bravo Alpha Lima Tree 411. Contact Ellington Tower on 126.05 when inbound.
We are about to land. Love it, love it. What a flight this has been, man. I know I have my quiet spots, but I'm just enjoying the view, honestly. And I've never seen people talk all the way through their flights. And as I told you I would, I cut parts of it out to avoid dead space and all that kind of thing. Ooh, oh! The inside view was wonky because of what I did earlier. That's alright. We'll land this bad boy. We'll land this bad boy and we'll be fine. I hope. It's already looking a little bit wonky. Nope, we're too high. Gonna make the passenger mad. As we come through here, get a little bit lower. Been here several times before. hit the nose landing gear straight off the runway there, bounced it, nosed over a couple times. That's a good way to make me really mad. Have a really good flight and then the landing just sucks. Can't afford that here. We're looking for big money, so let's set this bad boy down as easily as we can. Hopefully we get some B-level satisfaction out of our passenger. Ooh, we bounced. Oh no. This poor bird. I'm sorry, baby girl. Poor little bird. By the way, we've upgraded her so much, even though we bought her used. She's basically brand new. Gotta love it. Got all new parts on her. A couple times over, to be honest with you. But that's okay. We finally didn't hit the runway and go kaboom. That's a good thing. I think we've come a long way as a pilot. You know, hook endorsement, scoop endorsement, tail wheel, and then the heavier cargo is all we have left to conquer. But I don't know which of those we're going to end up owning. For whatever reason, we can't be a medevac. Medevac pilot? How do you say that? Yeah, I don't know, because I've never dealt with those. But, yeah, for whatever reason, we can't buy a medevac plane or helicopter. So there's that. Can't do heavy cargo just yet. So there's that. Guess I should be happy we had a successful landing here, though. Alright, Ellington, thank you. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna quieten down and let myself park this plane so you can listen to the flight procedures as we finish up. And so we can discover my flying grade together. So if you enjoyed, please do a like, subscribe if you're new if you want to see more, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post more. That's important. I'll see you in the next flight. Thanks for watching, friends.